Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Lego Worlds. And today I am doing is talking about Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4. Now if you want to know, Season 4 of Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising has been out for mostly, let's say, April, May, June, about, mostly 3 months now. And I am telling you what, I've been waiting to mostly talk about this for mostly, not like a long time now, but mostly after I finished watching part 1 of the show. Because since part 2 hasn't came out yet, and most of all I think it'll be out around October, I was like, you know what, the wait is pretty much over. I am be talking about Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4. Did I enjoy the season? Yes or no? Or should I say part 1, actually, mostly from the season. So that's what I'm talking about pretty much today in most of this video. So, I wait no time as always, let's get into this. So, Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4. Did I enjoy it? Yes or no? And I am telling you what, ever since the show came out, by the way, there really hasn't been, hitting a little bit hard for most of a few seasons. I mean, season 1 was pretty, mostly a good start from it, but most of the episodes didn't really, kind of, mostly, kind of had a fade right there. So season 1 was pretty, just like an alright season, by the way. Do love Aaron Sword though, especially the other characters, mostly beginning of the new journey for a new character, especially for a second one. Then season 2, most evolved, basically ninja tournaments. So you can pretty much mostly the elemental tournaments from around 2015, and then most of all season 3. But I am telling you what, season 4 by far, if I had to put season 2 at least second or at least first, I would have put season 4 at least first, because my goodness, this show, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm saying that because of season 4. Season 4, part 1 was really good. The animation of this fight scene is like I'm watching Lydia anime. And I am telling you what, ever since, 2019, season 11 of Lego Ninjago, Lego Ninjago of, what is it called? The Fire chapter and the Ice chapter, their animation started, popping off really crazy. Because I have never seen no animation like that, especially in most from a Lego. I mean, Lego Monkey Kid got some cool fight scenes too, by the way. But most of all, the camera angles move around from the fights as well, from mostly from Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4. It's insane. And most of all, I did really like the few episodes where Lloyd saw his past self, which mostly of his his I don't know if I don't really say this, but mostly his bratty self, mostly his rat self, mostly like a jerk, I could pretty much say. And most of all, I do like how he said that most of all, no wonder why I have a girlfriend. I'm like, he just got roasted by his own self, even though his past self. But most of all, I did really like how his his mean self, most of all, help him mostly, train, mostly, control, most become the dragon forms, which was pretty much cool. Then what was it? Beatrix coming back. I didn't tell you what. Since season 2, I thought Beatrix really was back. Because, I mean, to be fair, she got sent to, to the Shadow Realm. So, I could pretty mostly say that. But most of all, her sister, if I can remember, I think her sister was probably, the one, they probably twins, I think. So, that's why I thought that was Beatrix. But it wasn't really Beatrix, even though it looked like her. But it was her sister. But still, seeing her again, it was kind of like, wow. It's been 3 years since I seen that character. And I'm telling you what, Beatrix doesn't really have that much potential villain as Roz. And to be fair, I think Roz has way more, kind of a better villain arc than Beatrix. No hate to her, by the way. No hate to her. I mean, yeah, she did, slay dragons, which was pretty much, the craziest thing I ever heard. But, well, actually, matter of fact, probably the most crazy thing of using power of the whole entire city as that. So, that's very something. But, still, she doesn't really have that much, most evil than Roz. I mean, to be fair, Roz was pretty, mostly pure evil anyway. I mean, to be fair, he did use, Jay as mostly as a villain from, season 2. But as I'm saying this, I mean, seeing her again was pretty much, cool, and especially, the battle against her, which is pretty much nice. And then mostly all the final episode, part one, where like Rod was just collecting weapons, and Tony said, "Master, I found another icon." Like, he's just collecting weapons, and I have no idea what is going to be happening next. And I have seen mostly the trailer of part two, and I'm telling you what, I am hyped for it, by the way. Gotta wait for another like 2 months when the part two comes out. But still, I am really excited for part two. Because so far, Legend of Zelda Dragon Rising has been going on for like, most a really long time now. I can't believe it hasn't really been 3 years since most of this show came out, by the way. It's like saying that Legend of Zelda been out for mostly since, 15 years, which is absolutely insane. I mean, I would say this. Does the show still hit potential? Does the show is pretty much better than Legend of Ninjago? That's a question right there. I would probably say to myself, not really. Don't get me wrong. I know there's probably people who are mostly new to Legend of Ninjago Dragon Rising, but let me mind you, Legend of Ninjago has been here since 15 years of having 16 seasons with over 200 episodes. Lee, that's mostly. Well, I would say One Piece has mostly still going on, even though One Piece has like 1,000 episodes. But still, Lego Ninjago has 16 seasons and overall like a lot of episodes, especially with like a lot of seasons, especially like with cameos as well. But still, season 4 was really great. I don't know how long the show will really be going on. To be fair, I think it will be going on just like Lego Ninjago. I think having like 16 seasons, like just like the mostly from from the original Lego Ninjago. The reason I'm saying that is because if y'all want to know, I think everyone should have probably known over years ago when the final battle happened against the Golden Ninja versus the Overlord. So most of all, after the end of season 2, everyone, including me, thought this was really the final episode. I mean, Garmadon would turn back as mostly and mostly his human self, and or should I say his mostly like his human self as a sensei, and that was pretty much it. But most of all, they had a reboot, and then you had mostly Fear season, and pretty much more seasons after that. So I'm pretty much sure that Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising will have mostly 16 seasons. Believe me, it's gonna be a long ride, but I'm telling you what, so far season 4 has probably been, if not the best of most of the show. Like, it's just crazy to me how most Evolved that people are saying that has more frames than mostly One Punch Man. And believe me, I have mostly watched One Punch Man. I have not seen season 3. People say season 3 is bad. And I want to say this, I have seen some clips of season 3. And yeah, I can pretty much say that it's kind of a little bit bad. But mostly, you know what, I don't know if One Punch Man gonna really have another season coming out. I really don't know for myself because they haven't really had a new season in years. But most of all, I really don't mostly talk about One Punch Man, especially some other animes lately, mostly on the channel. But still, I don't know what else to pretty much say about mostly just talking about Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising season 4. Hope you guys are ready for part 2, and I will probably be doing a video of pretty much talking about part 2 when pretty much I finish watching that when it comes out around October, whatever day. But I'm just gonna go ahead and end off right here. If you guys enjoyed, sure I know what to do. So I'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon in the next video. Bye.